Okay, bet. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Believe that. Guys, it's episode fucking 12. And the thing about last week we did like a episode 11.5 because like if you didn't watch the last episode, we were supposed to have a guest and that guest didn't show up. Shout out to the guest. Hope the guest is okay, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
But it's episode 12.
So it was like an improv episode.
Wait, last episode was an improv episode?
Impromptu or some shit like that?
This is not okay. So we're gonna make like an improv series, and 11.5 was the first improv series. So shout out to 11.5, man.
We were talking about bullshit.
But tune into the episode. We have episode 12 right here, and we have Brian, you take it from here. You take it from here, honestly.
So we have a special guest today, upcoming artist. Tune into her music on Spotify. She's a great friend, great artist, has a great voice.
And she's a Cancer.
So today we have Ayah Abdul.
Hey.
I was like, yo, where's the
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for popping out, actually. Thank you for popping out. On the way here, we actually, first of all, like, comment, and fucking subscribe, actually. Let's just fucking talk about that. Sidebar, like, we're actually very grateful for the support we get from everybody who likes the videos and watches the videos, you know. So if you want more content like this, just like, comment.
Oh, and wait, Discord is coming soon as well. Discord.
All right, so back to the main topic. On our way like here today, we was like, you know what, we gonna interview Ayah, and like you said before, you have a very beautiful voice.
Thank you.
And I mean that from the heart, not me trying to holler at her or anything like that. I mean that straight from the heart. You feel me? I'm not gonna go far and ask you just generic questions like, well, what got you into singing, or you know, well, what inspired you? What inspired you? How would you say you're, as an upcoming artist, what is your day-to-day life?
What is my day-to-day life? It depends if I'm in the city or if I'm in school.
All right, it's a Tuesday. I'm gonna give you a scenario.
Okay, yeah, give me
Tuesday. Tuesday. All right, so boom.
Okay,
so Tuesday,
okay.
you just got out of class, and it's like 4 p.m. Boom.
Tuesday, 4 p.m. Well, I'm still at class at 4 p.m. I finish
Damn.
class because I have a class 3:45 to 5:45.
Believe that.
So
Believe that.
So I finish at 6, and then I'll go home.
This is when she starts. So go, yeah. This is it.
So I'll go home for like 2. I'll do work for like 2 hours, depending on what schoolwork I have to do. And then I do org work for about an hour, depending on what I have to do. And then.
What do you mean by that?
I'm trying to think. I do too many things. Okay.
Busy woman.
I be doing work, honestly, like math school work, especially since the end of the semester. So on a regular Tuesday, I'll be doing work for like 2-3 hours, making flyers, because I also do that on the side. So I'll do like an hour or 2 on that.
Believe that.
And then, honestly, can I say I smoke?
You can say you smoke. I mean, yeah, you can say you smoke. Honestly, this is a no judgment zone. Shout out to the smokers, man.
But I'll definitely smoke and then write music or do something like singing wise. So I incorporate music every day.
So when you write your music, what's your like niche audience? Like who do you want to get, like who you
want to get into the nitty gritty? Who are you trying to get in there with? Okay, that's I'm gonna edit that part out because that sounded.
Yeah, like who do you want? Like say like this is my audience. Who are you trying to get?
I never really targeted like I'm gonna target like these specific people. I feel like when I write music, it's just more of like what's going on in my head and my life. So it's like if you relate to that period, like then that's my audience. Like people who like relate to what I'm saying or like feel what I'm saying, or just people who like calm ass tunes, like people who be smoking, like relaxing.
100.
So I would say your music is for people that grow, cause you said whatever you're like feeling or thinking about. So your music's for people who grow, basically.
100%. Or like people who are just like emotionally aware.
Okay.
Emotionally competent, guys. Let's talk. Wait, hold on. Let's just talk about this for a second, because as we get older, on the graph or on paper, we're supposed to get like more emotionally like available, or more emotionally like mature or intelligent, or like available, or like, I said available twice already, but present and stuff. And it's funny how you said that you make your music for people who are emotionally like there. What do you?
Here we go.
Let me drop the bomb real quick. Hold on. Let me drop the bomb real quick. People will say that them having closed doors or them having walls of themselves, they would argue that they're emotionally mature enough to like not trust everybody. I'm just using an example, as people might say that they're emotionally mature, but they
don't trust easily.
They don't trust easily. Do you think that, do you need to trust to be emotionally mature?
I think you do, yeah. Because I feel like without trust, there's no like relationship. You can't like, whether it's a friendship, a partner,
a boo thing,
like anyone. I feel like you have to trust them to an extent in order to have something that's healthy. So if you're not able to like trust or communicate that, at least, I feel like if you don't trust someone fully and you're like, I'm not ready to open up yet, and you communicate that, then that's different. I would say that person's like emotionally mature. They're just not ready. But yeah, no. I feel like for the most part, you have to trust someone.
Trust is key. What do you think, Brian? Do you think trust is key?
I feel like trust is essential. Yeah, trust is essential. I feel like you need trust to get to that next level with the person, and trust just grows, just keeps growing.
And you make music that grows. And speaking of which, that, do you feel as if every song, okay, you make your music based on what you're feeling right now. And let's say you're going through it right now, and you're like, oh man, like a lot's in my head right now, and then you're writing it down, and then you make a song about it. Boom. Do you feel as if you grew? Like, do you get over that situation? Well, do you like get over the situation after the song is like published and, you know, out there and people are listening to it and like hearing your perspective?
You're saying like, do you feel like I've like moved on from the situation that I wrote about? Not necessarily.
I'm sorry, I just had to.
I feel like writing for me is more like journaling. So I feel like it's like a therapy session almost. Like I'm able to get my thoughts out. Did I move on from it? No, but it did help me feel better, like, about it. I'm like, okay, like, at least I know how I'm feeling. Like, at least I'm able to, like, be emotionally aware of, like, the situation.
Do you believe that, well, okay, let me not say do you believe, because obviously she fucking believes that she fucking said it already. But it's nice that you said it's a form of journaling, because I recently started journaling myself. No, I'm not a musician. No, that's the wrong fucking. There we go. Yeah, I'm not a musician per se, but I do find it healthy to just jot down your notes and to just jot down your thoughts. And I feel like a lot of us, we live in a culture, especially like us as men, and this is not just a misogynist podcast, because I know last week we talked about the red flags of women, but I would say the red flag in men now, just to be fair, is just unfortunately, we live in a society where toxic masculinity is a thing.
Oh, 100%.
It's 100% a thing. And like, I really hate to say it, but toxic femininity is a derivative of toxic masculinity.
Honestly, I'm not even going to disagree with that. To an extent, I'll admit it. I feel like, are you saying like it led to?
I feel like, not saying that toxic femininity doesn't exist, yes, and like everyone needs to go to fucking therapy, but
what do you mean by toxic femininity?
I feel like a lot of the problems that women go through, at least in this day society, are all derivatives of the standards that men put on them. And not saying that there are no women that need help. Like, obviously there are people who need help, but I feel like a lot of it is just like I guess a subgroup, or just like a collateral damage on what men set the standards for throughout time and stuff. So I would say that toxic femininity derives from toxic masculinity. Not everything. Like, I understand there are some women that just need, you know, guidance and help, and some as men as well too. But like, as far as like objectively speaking, like the standards that men put on women, like in just today's society and throughout time, cause women to like either just adapt to the situation and is more so just take the power back?
No, I completely agree. I feel like it's switched nowadays. I feel that in the past, with like the whole idea of like patriarchy and like men being like the ones in power and like how that affected women, and now like I feel like men are using women more now than like a man relies. There's more situations in which a man relies on a woman more than a woman relies on a man.
Brian, you have something to say about that, gang?
Men rely. I see what you're saying, because women do mature faster, and you guys necessarily. Yeah, I could see where you're coming from, because men, they do kind of rely on women because they see what their mother gives them. They like what their mother does for them.
Not
so
your mother.
not I obviously, but I'm talking about the actions your mother does, like clean, wash dishes, cook. So it's like men do look at what their what their mothers do, and they like it, on the woman, if that makes sense.
So they want the woman to be like their mom?
They like what their mom does. So if she cooks, cleans, and all that, they go to the girl that does that. So making them more dependent.
But you don't find that like kind of weird? Like, why do you want me to have the traits like your mother does?
And you know, before I let you guys finish this, I just want to let you know too that, and also another sidebar, at some point in your life, you will end up dating your parents.
No, see, we're talking about the actions, not what your mother like.
Okay, finish your thought. Finish your thought. Finish your thought, and then I'm gonna say what I gotta say. Go ahead.
I just feel like honestly nowadays a lot of men are emotionally immature, and like they want a woman that's, like you said, like a mother in terms of like caring for them monetarily, caring for them emotionally.
Not monetarily, maybe not.
I feel
like
that.
Wait, what?
Monetarily,
because look, for most women, you have to take them out on a date for that woman to talk to you. Now.
I feel like that was more in the past.
Whoa,
really?
Whoa.
Yeah, I feel like that was more in the past. Like a man would take a woman on a date. Now there's more like you see everything on social media. Like, oh, like the woman's paying for the dates now, or like who splits the date? Who splits the meal now? Like.
But I feel like that makes social media, because it's something out of the ordinary. So that's why you don't hear about it a lot, because it's done regularly.
Believe that.
What do you mean it's done regularly? Like a man.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm hearing what I'm hearing, and I'm like, okay, this is. I'm getting angry.
Wait. She didn't finish her thought.
Finish your thought.
Yeah, finish.
I forgot what thought I was saying.
All right, so I'm gonna make a thought, and then when she figures out her thought, we're gonna go to her thought. But I think, here's my thought. I think. Wait, let me just get the bomb real quick. I think that we live in a society now where it's just okay. Everything you do, like let's say I like a woman. I feel like for men, everything that we do that may show that hey, we like a woman, or like we want to show interest in a woman, we might be labeled as like a simp behavior. Like simp behavior. I think simps get a bad rap. Simps get a bad rap in today's society. Listen, escucha. Listen to what I'm saying here. Okay? If I take a girl out on a date, the date goes well, and we hang out on more dates after that, and then I eventually give her flowers within the first month of us talking, that's not simp behavior. I like you.
Let him know.
Yeah, no,
like
I agree.
Like,
No,
I like you. Like that's literally what it is.
Let him know.
Okay, but I feel like, especially in social media, where it's just like, let's say a man shows like any vulnerability towards a woman, or like shows that like, hey, I'll make myself available for you. It's frowned upon. Where it's like, oh, he's being a simp, or like, oh, he's not putting his foot down, or like, oh, you know, he's gonna let these women walk over him and stuff. Like, no, it's just, I mean, granted, there is like a level of like, there are levels to this. Like, there are people who are like overly needy. There are simps. Okay, there's no simps. There are people who like people, and there's people who are needy. Okay?
Yeah.
People don't like to deal with needy, clingy people. Yeah. When you feel like you're clingy, that's when it starts becoming a turn off.
100%.
But like, if I'm showing legit interest in you, and like I'm doing things that show that I like you, that shouldn't be considered simp behavior. If I like you,
I think it depends on the woman, because like some like a girl would blast somebody for doing that.
But that's corny.
Girls,
that's fucking corny.
Some girls, but that shit does exist though.
I was gonna say like it really depends on the girl, cause like I have some girlfriends that are like, I don't like it when a man does too much, or like I don't like it when he does A B C. Like they prefer.
She's talking about you.
She's talking about me, actually.
No, like you, that friend.
Oh yeah, you. Yeah.
You.
No. Some friends, they're like, oh, like I don't like it when he like does too much. They prefer like the toxic game in terms of like, I want him not to like me, or like I want that chase.
But why?
I don't know. Personally,
so why don't y'all DM us first if you want?
I've definitely.
Oh, let's talk about it. Actually,
like what?
I feel like I've definitely DM'd first before.
I mean, it's not something you feel like. Is it you've done it or you
you
haven't done it? Like okay, have I DM'd first? Of course I've DM'd first.
Of course I have.
Have you
No,
DM'd first? Of course you DM'd first.
Just...
But like, as in I think what Brian was trying to ask is more so like, why is it like a stigma that women aren't
DMing first?
Like, granted, I don't mind DMing first. That's not a problem for me. But it's just like, if a woman DMs me first, why is that a problem?
I don't think that's a person. I'm like the biggest sim, quote unquote. I feel like cancer.
All right, wait, no more Sims.
No more
okay, Sims. No more Sims.
Okay. I'd be mad extra then, like in showing my interest. Like,
yes, there we go.
I'm very
Someone who shows their interest and affection, who is emotionally intelligent.
100%.
I'm gonna just hit the problem one more time. All right, go ahead.
But what was I gonna say? I feel like it just depends on the girl. But in terms of like why don't women hit up men first, I feel like it would be like a fear of rejection, or like not knowing what his intentions are. Like, what if I hit you up and I'm like, hey, like, I'm trying to get to know you, like, you're really cool, and then you're just trying to like, you're not on that timing, or you're just like, you dub me, or you put me on rest.
Believe that.
Like I feel like girls have more like, we're more self-aware of our pride than
100. 100.
All right, Brian, we got a rebuttal for that. We gotta say something, because that was kind of okay.
I feel like, nah, you go.
Okay,
come back to me.
You are right in the sense where there is always that fear of rejection, because like you don't obviously want to just, let's say you hit somebody up that
you miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
No, 100%.
Okay.
But I don't want to miss the shot though.
Okay, but
all right, we got it.
I don't want to miss the shot.
So you don't want to miss the shot. You don't
I'm
want
not
to miss
missing the shot because then I'm gonna be tight.
Get her.
Okay, so
I think we feel though.
No. I think if we explain it, it's not gonna work. We have to show by example. So boom, let's take me for an example, right? Mm-hmm. If I DM a woman and I'm like, hey, I show interest in you. Let's go out to eat sometime, get some coffee, whatever, right?
Okay.
What'd you say for the men who's saying like I'm putting myself out there? Men also have fears of rejection too.
I agree.
Yes. Okay. And actually, I think, are you saying it where it's just like, I hear you have a fear of rejection, but like you're a man, you're supposed to take rejection.
No, I feel like a lot of people downgrade men's like emotions that men have. So like I agree. You definitely do have a fear of rejection. Like I don't doubt that.
True. And also like for men as well, like men historically are grown up in spaces where like they're not allowed to even show emotion. 100%. So the whole mere fact of us even like contacting someone and showing that, hey, I'm willing to be this much vulnerable with you just so I can get to know you better, like that can it may seem as if like a man might even think twice of doing that.
Yeah, because that
just
can
like
hurt your like confidence.
That can hurt your confidence. Because like, what if I DM you and then you just completely dumb me altogether?
Yeah, it's like, all right,
crazy.
Damn. But for women, it's obviously different. But
you understand? But also depends on like how emotionally mature that person is too. Like for me, like I also had a problem like growing up and like I would just talk to people and people just wouldn't give me the attention back. Like I had a problem with that, and it's just like I had a problem with just like dealing with it and stuff. Like if they're gonna fuck with you, they're gonna fuck with you. It really doesn't matter. And so it's just like even now, like if I were to DM somebody, they won't DM me back. Like it's not a big deal. Like I don't care anymore. You understand? But I think in order for you to even get to that point, you need to be like emotionally mature enough to realize like not everyone's for you, and you're not for everybody.
I agree.
So there's that.
Sometimes my ego doesn't. Like I'll be like, damn, like I got no response.
I got no response.
That's crazy. Like that's crazy.
You didn't even like the message.
That's what I'm saying. Like you just left me on red though.
That's
like you just left me on red.
That happens to us way more times though.
And you don't feel away.
I mean, you can't feel away because that's how it is.
That's how. I mean, what are you really gonna do? Like, what are you gonna do?
Like, what do you want to?
Am I gonna hunt you down?
Yeah.
Because you didn't answer me. Like, what do you
now
want me to do?
I'm gonna look weird if I keep egging at it because I'm like, yo, what
Like
am I
it's one
doing
thing
right
if
it's
it's somebody like I've known.
Yeah. Okay.
It's
that's
one
what I'm
thing.
saying.
But if
Okay.
it's like someone I just met off Instagram, I don't even know you.
Oh no. Okay. If it's someone just off of Instagram, that's different.
Okay.
I wasn't thinking about that. Yeah. Like if it's someone just off of Instagram, yeah, I'll hit you
No,
up.
it's like we've seen each other. We probably had conversations walking by or something.
Yeah.
Or I see you at a lot of similar places.
Yeah, y'all
And
know
then
of
you
each
start,
other.
All right.
know of
maybe-
each other, but not know each other. Though.
Yeah, y'all know
Okay,
of
love
each other.
other.
And I think that's a lot. That's where a lot of DM requests really start from. You know,
Where?
people hit up people that they know of. Like I seen this girl and she was at a couple of parties and she's an
I said
ultra
hi
mutual.
before,
And I said hi before and she's a
also
mutual friend of my
knows-
man's
yeah,
and
like-
stuff. Like that's enough for me to DM somebody 100%.
I agree.
But as far as like somebody like I just met off of Instagram, no matter how good you look, I'll probably give you a couple likes, maybe.
That's it.
But like I'm not about to just follow you,
Yeah,
to be
because-
honest with you.
because,
I feel like I would. Though. I would follow. You wouldn't follow?
I mean, it depends. I mean, honestly, it depends though, because like if it
depends on the energy the person gives off.
True.
I feel
That's
like.
very true.
if it's an energy where it's just like, hey, look,
I want you to see what I'm doing as well.
I like what you're doing, and maybe what we can do could be even better than what you're doing. And I'm gonna just DM you, and here's my proposal, and love me like tomorrow.
No, 100%.
That's it. Is that the mentality you have?
Yeah. No, I mean, no.
Not the last part, though. Love me like tomorrow.
My
Love
bad.
me like no, for real. I feel like I know. I be catching feelings very fast, so I feel like.
I think
Wait,
okay.
is
Wait.
that a
You
cancer
know.
thing? Is that a cancer
Okay.
thing?
First of all, no, it's not. No, it's not. And let's just rephrase. Let's rephrase our words for a little bit.
Okay.
I'm gonna let you elaborate first.
Okay.
But I think what she means to say is, she gets emotionally in tune.
Very fast.
Very fast. So what do you
Yes.
mean by you catch feelings fast?
So I feel like once I meet someone, like I'm just not one to like BS conversation. Like I'm gonna see you and it's gonna be like some basic shit. Like I feel like I'm gonna get to know someone, or like I'm gonna like sense someone's energy, or I'm gonna get close with them. We're gonna have like a conversation, whatever, and then I start to like that person more, or like whoever I meet. I'm like, oh, wow, like it's
Men,
cool.
she's giving you yeah.
You
What
can't
am I
just you
giving?
can't you
What
can't just say like, man, he's giving you the.
they know.
and then that.
know.
Okay, I'm gonna just drop the bomb.
Yeah. But continue, sorry.
Continue. Sorry.
No, I just feel like when I get to know someone, like I try to get to know everything about them at like a very fast pace, or like I analyze a lot. So I feel more faster, or like I feel things intensely
Okay.
faster than like,
Okay,
a normal
it's just-
pace. So it's like fall in love with me tomorrow. That's if you don't, that's weird. If you don't like me, apply pressure.
No, honestly, you know what? Sidebar. I get what she's saying. Like think about it. If I let me not say because this now sound like simp behavior. Let me not say. Let me
we cancel out the
No,
word
you
simp though.
can't say it. No.
Yeah,
There's
you're
no word
right.
simp.
It's
You're
so-
emotionally
in tune,
mature.
mostly in tune.
All right,
Okay,
in
so
tune.
And affectionate.
understand. So the thing is that I get what you're saying as well too, because in the end it's just like I don't like small talk either. I really don't like small talk.
Yeah.
Like if you know I look good and I know you look good and we
on.
know we both look good, what are we talking about here?
100%.
Like fall in love, like we need to get married tomorrow.
100%.
One-
Like where's our flight?
yeah. Like how are we gonna, are we gonna get a 2-bedroom? Are we gonna get a 1-bedroom? Like how we go? What are we gonna do? And I think that it's okay to. I feel like for cancers
That was
especially,
funny.
I feel like cancers we have like a very fairy tale aspect on romance. We're very like in the movies. Like honestly, when I see the romance movies, I think it's exactly how it's gonna happen, and I pray every day that happens just like that. I want to be a Romeo and be chased down by families and have to kill myself.
But I feel like people take advantage of the way we think because we think so fairy tale like, or like we think so innocently about love, or like about relationships.
Oh,
People
I
might
can
think you're
see that.
naive.
I
Do
can
people
see that.
think
Like-
you're naive?
Yeah, like people
Like-
will definitely think like, oh, she's naive, or like I could take advantage of her. Oh, like she's gonna do the most anyways. So,
like men put on a facade to like try to get to know you more. Like
I don't know. Like I never know what a man's intention is at the end of the day. But I feel that way. Like in terms of like people get to know me, they'll get close and they'll like lead things on, or like keep things going when they know it's not gonna like progress further.
that's a
Because
facade.
they know like yeah,
Facade?
yeah, it is a facade. Yeah, no, 100%.
I'm gonna put that definition in the comment section. Facade. You feel me? But yeah, like bouncing off what Brian's saying, like it's also like it could be scary, especially for a woman too, because like if men hear that, hey, or people or men like or just people just in general like realize that, hey, like she's very nice or like she's very open and very like willing to listen and stuff, like they I want to say pray. Let me not say pray on that, no, but they do pounce on that, honestly, 100%. And also
the vulnerability.
But it also takes another level of emotional maturity where you're like, okay, I do understand that I feel very intensely, but I also know I can't feel very intensely with everybody I run into.
Well,
because
I've had to realize that. Yeah,
exactly, because you can probably tell from the get go if someone's there to like benefit you or to waste your time.
100%.
Nine times out of 10.
Yeah, I'd be getting blindsided though. Like I feel like sometimes red flags are like I don't see them.
Red flags might be considered. Red flags might be considered like orange flags, you know,
that's like
or green flags.
Like it's a rainbow. Like I don't really see it.
It's a fucking rainbow, guys. Sometimes you just say rainbows, not red flags. And to a little homage of the last episode, what would you say is a red?
Yes.
What's a red flag?
Go.
What's a red flag in a man? Actually, could we talk about red flag in women?
What is a red flag in a man? I have so many red flags in men. Okay.
Oh, dang. Do the.
Okay.
Let's talk about it.
Okay. Red flags in men: nonchalant.
Oh wow.
Like if you're nonchalant, you don't give a fuck. Like you don't care. Like no. Okay. Another red flag. If you don't mention any, like if you haven't told your partner about your ex, because like what are you hiding? You're still talking to your ex.
Honestly, to be fair, like I think that if you're talking to someone seriously, they should at least have knowledge that of your past relationship history.
100%.
They should have
But
knowledge.
I feel like how are you gonna get into that though?
By having a mature conversation,
like having that sit down, like this is when we go over that hump, or this is when we like.
I feel like it should happen naturally.
It just happened naturally. I think
what happens naturally is like mad long, like.
I mean, if that's how long it takes, that's how long it takes.
Right.
I think that the more you trust somebody, the more you can trust and be like, okay, I can share this part of my life with you.
Though.
Trust is built.
Trust is built.
But also, too, like, if it happened in your past, unless you're actively in it now, unless you're actively still on the roster.
But trust is built. Sometimes you just don't want to talk about it. Trust is built. So that's what I'm saying. If it takes a long time, you can't get mad. So
Go Ayah. Go ahead.
I just feel like if someone doesn't talk about your ex, like, why are you not talking about your ex? Because I feel like your past relationship makes you to who you are now and how it affects your future relationship.
But I think if you know the person when they were with their ex, or if you knew them before and you see a change, that's when you should ask.
But what if you knew them after?
Then you don't know how they are, if that makes sense. You 100%? Don't really know how they are, so you can't really say that.
Well, first of all, what I think, my unsolicited opinion, what I think is that whatever happened in your past stays in your past.
But you do grow.
You do grow from it. What I mean, staying
behind you.
But as far as like relationships are concerned, I think that whatever you did before me, if I didn't know you, or even if I knew you even a little bit, we weren't like in communication. So whatever you did before me, that's on you. There was nothing I could have done about that or whatever.
But you don't want to know.
But that's where.
But why would you want to know though? Because sometimes. Like TMI is also a term. Like when there's too much information, sometimes there's just things you just don't need to know.
Yeah, like why do you?
I'm gonna be honest
why do you know this?
And
when
it's not
just know like when we just started talking.
Oh no, I'm not saying when you just started talking.
No, for sure. But even if we were like together for like a year, give or take, right? Let's say we're just together for a year. It's like, okay, yes, I should feel comfortable enough to like talk about these things with you. But like also like there are things like in my previous relationship I wouldn't really talk about with my new partner because it's just like it may make my new partner feel insecure or like it may just put thoughts in their heads and stuff like that. And it's just like, that's unnecessary. Unless you ask me for it, like you specifically ask for a specific moment in time, then like, okay, then like I want to be honest with you because you're my partner.
So what if,
but like if I'm approached, like if you come to me and be like, Julius, did you do X, Y, and Z with A, B, and C?
Can't lie.
I'm not going to lie to you. Like I'm going to be like, okay, I did this and this is what it is. All right, understand? But if it's not, unless it's cheating or anything like that, like, if it's not anything that warrants conversation or, like, sparks something up, there's nowhere for me to say it. Like, I'm not going to talk about everything me and my ex did with my partner. I'm sorry.
No, I'm not saying every single detail or, like, about the whole relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I feel like at least I want to know her name. Like.
All right, name.
Like.
Believe that.
That's fair.
Or, like, if someone let's say like someone's ex, hypothetical. Someone's ex they were together for like 6 years. And then they start dating you. You wouldn't want to know more about that 6-year relationship.
What went wrong? That's a long
6 years
time.
Is OD. I would.
That's what I'm saying.
Fuck?
That's investigation, right? That's investigation work.
Like,
Why did you break up after 6 years? 6 years. And it's like, and to the people who, okay, last thing, I'm not going to judge anyone who does this, but like, I find it a huge red flag, both in men and women, where they jump in a relaelationship right after.
Oh, 100%.
That's weird.
100%.
That is
You
weird.
know who you
Yeah,
are.
no.
That is
You
weird.
know
who you
who you
No, I feel like
fucking
that's crazy.
are, bro.
That's crazy.
I think it's because it just shows a lot of, because it takes emotional maturity to realize that, hey, this was emotionally exhausting. If you break up with your partner after 6 years, it means that a year or two before you knew the breakup was going to happen.
100%.
I'm going to be honest with you. So 6 years means like, okay, you spent a significant part of your life with this person. So any memories that you recite from here on out, this person was probably in it,
100%.
to be honest with you. So for you to like get out of that relationship and then literally like a month later get into a brand new relationship, you're literally doing the same things you did with your last
It's
partner
like a
with this
rebound
one.
relationship.
And you know about rebounds. Get on the fast break. That's it. Oh my gosh. But how would you, so what do you say for the people who jump from relationship hoppers?
Relationship hoppers?
Yes.
I've spoken to relationship hoppers, a couple of them. And like I've asked them like why do they always feel the need to be in a relationship? And a lot of them feel like, well, I don't want to be alone. Like, I don't want to have to deal with myself and, like, being alone with my thoughts every night. Or, like, I don't know what I'm going to do with myself. Or, like, I just have to find someone. Or I just need some sort of, like, company or, like, emotional pillow or just another body next to me.
Like a neck pillow.
Just like
Outrageous.
Yeah, just having, like, someone on their side. Like, basically. Like, no matter who the person is, like, they just want someone. And I understand that. But I also feel like in order to have, like, a healthy and good relationship, you have to learn how to, like... Grieve first. Heal properly second. But also, like, learn to love being by yourself. Like, learning to love your own company.
That's a big one.
Because if you don't love your own company, you're always going to be too attached in relationships. And you're going to feel like you can't leave. Or you just need someone else, and you need someone else, and someone else, and someone else. Until you learn to, like, nah, I love my future. I love my life. Like, I could be by myself now.
100.
That's real shit right
Do
there.
you have any more red flags you want to say?
Do I have any more red flags?
Yeah, we're not going to interrupt you.
Let me see. Red flags. Bad communication for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Liking like every single girl's Instagram pic. Like, why? Like, what do you gain? I don't get it.
Okay.
I don't understand. Like, why?
You can't get into that right now. We can't get into
Like,
that.
I'm not
but
gonna
go.
get it.
We're not going to get into it. It's fine. I get it, though. You don't have to like every photo.
No, you can't, obviously. Because, yeah, you look crazy, but yeah.
Unaffectionate men, but that goes into nonchalant.
Mm-hmm.
What else is a red flag?
Or even a yellow card.
A yellow card?
Yeah. It's like, a yellow card is like an eyebrow raiser.
Like,
And when your phone's on, when the do not disturb, like why
D&D?
Why is your phone on D&D when I come?
Okay, so last thing I say before we wrap this up, I'm gonna just say this. I personally am a man who has their phone on D&D.
Oh no, me too.
Yo, it's just dumb.
Wait. So
different.
you complain when we're on D&D,
Listen.
but we can't say anything when you're on
Nah,
D&D.
but
It's a war
if
now,
I'm with
huh?
a man, I'll purposely put my phone off of D&D. Cause that's sus. Like, why is your phone on D&D?
Why do you need to be on my? Okay, you know what?
You know what?
You know what? I think I know where this is going. I know where this is going. It's not gonna go there.
Or like if that
We're not
person,
gonna
I'm
take
saying
it
if that
there.
person never has D&D on, that person never has D&D on, and out of nowhere, when you come to see them at night, they suddenly have.
Okay,
D&D on their phone.
that's
weird.
Yeah, that's a red flag.
Well,
That's a
actually,
red flag. That's a
actually,
yellow
no.
card.
No, that's a yellow
Okay.
card.
It's a yellow card.
It's a yellow card. Do you want to know why?
Yellow.
Because
All right.
guess what? If
My
I'm
fault,
linking you
guys.
at night and I'm trying to just have my attention just on you, like as a man should, I will put my phone on D&D. So any texts or
Yeah,
calls
true.
or whatever notifications I get, they're silent. So I don't be distracted on my phone.
Yeah.
So
I see it after.
So quite frankly, honestly, I think it's actually a green flag if you meet a man and they always have their D&D on.
No,
because now they always have their
See,
attention.
You just spun the whole story. Like that's crazy. Like
red flag when men spin it back on women. Oh my gosh. Hey, so this is episode 12. Episode 12. I ain't even joking. That's it. Honestly, the main point of the episode was to just kind of give the audience really just a side of you where it's just, hey, I'm chill too. You know, I'm emotionally, I'm a Cancer too. I'm an emotional.
Cancers are the best.
Too.
I just have to make the shout out.
Honestly, big sidebar. If she's not a Cancer, you gotta cancel her.
100%.
Okay.
Brian's just looking like he's like, oh.
All right, damn. But actually, really, it was really nice having you on the show and stuff like that. It was also nice seeing you yesterday too at the Friendsgiving as well too. It was so much good friends, so much good food, so much good dominoes.
Oh, I didn't even play that.
Yo, okay, so think about me, dominoes. Like, I get very competitive with dominoes.
Nah, but people playing teams though. Who plays teams?
No,
bro?
that's. Okay, because here's the thing. Because here's the thing about singles. Singles is like anybody can win singles.
Yes,
no. Singles is if you have a great hand, you're more than likely to win.
But that's me.
Hold up. Okay. But when you have teens, even if you have a bad hand, you can still win because there's chances are that there's somebody else, your partner, that has a good hand. So check this out. If I have a bad hand, I play for my partner, and vice versa. Mm-hmm. You understand? That's why we do teams. Teams is dominoes. Sorry, we went like sidebar chat because.
I don't think I've ever played dominoes.
Oh, you gotta just match the colors. Just match 3 with 3s, 4 with 4, and blank with a blank.
Oh yes, okay. I think I played it once.
All right, but it's fun when you know what you're doing.
Yeah.
All right, you gotta.
With any game.
Well, yes, but with dominoes specifically, you gotta do something called like read the board.
You
gotta like. We're not gonna get into it right now. We're not gonna get into it right now. I think afterwards when we sype up and stuff like that, we gonna get into that. But like. Reading the boards means just like more so just counting the numbers so you can like kind of anticipate the next move. Yeah. Get your board games, guys. Get your board games, man. Ayah, is there anything you'd like to say to your fans? Yeah. Fans is crazy. Fans is no, you have fans.
Where could we find you at? Spotify, Apple Music, all that.
I have one song out on all platforms, so YouTube Music, Spotify, SoundCloud, Apple Music. Where else am I? I'm on TikTok. Follow me on TikTok. Ayah, AYAH, ABDUL 13. Yeah, 13.
What about Instagram?
Ayah.
Sorry, that was the wrong effect. I'm so sorry. Oh gosh, go ahead, man.
Ayah, AYAH.Abdul.R.
100. 100.
All the links are gonna be in the description below, man. Y'all gotta check Ayah out, man.
Discord coming soon. Be on the lookout for that.
Any. Wait, you were gonna say something. Go ahead.
What was I gonna say?
Okay. Well, I was gonna say like, do we have any announcements?
Discord coming soon. Be on the lookout for that, and the November dump.
November dump coming soon, man. Dumpster. We should make like a dumpster every. I gotta stop recording the episode. My bad. 3% podcast.
That is a wrap.